Here is an issue. My Swiss Chard, which has been eaten and eaten alive. I first thought it was grasshoppers, but then I determined that it's blister beetles. And if you've never dealt with blister beetles before, count yourself extraordinarily lucky. They are nasty, and they will just like shred your. Well, they love chard, and last year they got my eggplant. This year they're back on my chard. So the best way to deal with them is to pick them off. They're tricky because, and I don't know whether I'm going to see them this time of day or not, but I have seen them. So I'm going to go searching for them. They have obliterated my chard that I planted this spring, which is okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut what I can cut of the chard, and we'll harvest what we can, and that chard is going to regenerate and be fine in a couple of weeks. So I'm not worried about that. I don't want these blister beetles in here, though, because they're nasty. Blister beetles will bite you, or they emit some sort of substance that gives you, guess what? A blister. And the first time I was ever dealing with them, I didn't know what they were, and I didn't see them, but I noticed that my hands kept getting, I got these horrible, very painful blisters on them, and I couldn't figure out what it was that was making that happen, but it hurt. So if you're going to go after blister beetles or work in something where blister beetles are there and present, it's really super important to wear gloves because they emit this substance that will get you. Their defense is, that's their first defense. Their second defense is to drop down and play dead. So what I try to do is find them, and then I shake them into a jar with some dish soap in there, and that kills them. I've gotten really brutal in my old age. So let's go see what happened to this chard, and we'll cut the chard, and then we will hope that these blister beetles don't migrate to something else. Last year, they got my eggplant totally shredded, and they got my tomatoes shredded. I have chard interplanted with beans here, and you know, it was a very thick planting, but this is what they do to your chard in just a very short amount of time. I am not seeing these tend to be out during the day more, but what I'm going to do is just really cut these chard plants down, and they are going to revive and regenerate. And if they don't, that's all right. We'll plant something else in here for the fall. You know, I'm just me. I don't have sponsors. I'm just me doing this. I don't have any kind of like, I'm not a big YouTuber. So I'm not really promoting this or anything like that. But I will say, when you're dealing with blister beetles, it's really good to have something like with a plasticky bottom so that those blister beetles don't get you, because you really don't want to get stung by them. I promise you don't. First, I'm going to just look and see if I see anything on here. Yep, there's one. And it dropped right down. Let's see if I can find him. Their first defense is to play dead. So we know they're active in here. So look them up on the internet. So I'm just going to start chopping this chard down. Stir fry it up. I'm not that picky about it. Boy, it really got decimated. These beetles are more active during the day. And so now that it's nighttime, I've cut down a lot of that chard, and I'm going to come along with Captain Jack's, which is an organic spinosad, and I am going to put that down on the chard. And that is because I really don't want those blister beetles to continue killing my crops. I don't like using this stuff. Spinosad is an